Welcome to the Growth Mindset Center YouTube. Please take a moment of your precious time and generosity to click the subscribe button, comment. Thank you very much. Please listen to the next great content. What if this idea, learn to act as if you're already successful, wasn't just advice, but a strategy to unlock your next breakthrough? This lesson challenges the way we see progress, pain, and personal power. When mindsets shift, results follow. That's the hidden truth in learn to act as if you're already successful. If you're chasing success but still feel stuck, the problem likely isn't your talent, it's your habits. Talent might spark the journey, but habits build the road. The most successful people you admire didn't rely on luck or burst of motivation. They followed a process, and that process was built on daily actions, small, consistent behaviors that compounded over time, waking up early, planning their day, reading, reflecting. None of it is flashy, but it's powerful. Success isn't a leap, it's a rhythm, and if you want to reach it, it starts with what you choose to do every single day. In a few moments, you'll learn the 10 habits shared by all successful people. These habits shape their daily lives because if you want their results, you must mirror their actions, definite of purpose. Every towering success in life begins with a single powerful force, a clear and definite purpose. Great minds are not driven by chance, nor do they drift in the currents of uncertainty. Instead, they are guided by an inner compass, pointing unwaveringly toward a vision so clear, so vivid, that it becomes almost tangible. This vision is not a fleeting dream or a vague desire. It is a definite aim carved in the stone of one's consciousness and pursued with relentless devotion. Alexander Graham Bell, the inventor who reshaped human communication. His life was a living testament to focused intention. Mr. Bell did not dabble in multiple pursuits. He poured his energy, thought, and spirit into one singular objective. The invention of the telephone. His success was not an accident. It was the natural outcome of deliberate purpose pursued with unwavering persistence. Mr. Bell's clarity of vision allowed him to overcome countless technical challenges and societal doubts, ultimately changing the course of human interaction forever. Success, in its purest form, belongs to those who decide early what they truly want from life. They do not wait for inspiration to strike. They do not chase every new opportunity that flashes before them. They make a decision, a firm, unwavering decision to pursue one central aim, and from that moment on, everything else becomes secondary. Their thoughts, habits, and daily efforts revolve around this core desire. Their lives become organized, streamlined, and harmonized by the magnetic pull of a defined goal to achieve anything worthwhile. One must first fix the mind upon the object of desire. A wandering mind, like a ship without a rudder, may move, but it will never arrive. Direction is the secret. And direction begins with clarity. When your purpose is clear, your efforts gather strength, your energy becomes concentrated, your time becomes more valuable, you eliminate distractions, not through force, but through focus. Every action becomes a deliberate step forward, rather than a random movement sideways. The moment you define what you wish to achieve, the universe begins to reorient itself around your intention. You awaken. Parts of your mind previously dormant, you begin to notice. This opportunity is invisible to the distracted eye. You summon a level of persistence and resilience that surprises even you. This is not magic. It is the predictable consequence of a definite chief aim pursued with sincerity and intensity. So today, let your first task be this. Decide what you truly want, not what others expect from you, not what seems easiest or most popular, but what ignites your soul. Write it down, visualize it so clearly that you can describe it in detail, picture it in the morning, revisit it at night, and speak of it only to those who support your growth. Then, dedicate yourself wholly. Let your days be shaped by that vision. Let your habits, your thoughts, your associations, and your decisions all come under the scrutiny of this question. Does this move me closer to my purpose? Clarity of purpose is not merely a tool for achievement. It is the foundation of a meaningful life. Without it, we wander waste and wonder why we remain unfulfilled, but with it, we walk with certainty, act with courage, and attract the very conditions necessary for our success. Choose your aim, commit completely, and let no obstacle, no opinion, and no distraction divert you from the mission you were born to fulfill the world. Steps aside for the one who knows where they are going. To be that person. Soft discipline. All achievement begins with a single principle: self-discipline. It is the unwavering ability to control one's thoughts, emotions, and actions with consistency day after day, regardless of how one feels. Without self-discipline, talent is wasted. Vision remains unrealized, and potential stays dormant. It is the inner strength that turns dreams into reality, goals into accomplishments, and intentions into habits. Self-discipline is not about punishment or restriction. It is about choice, the consistent choice to act in alignment with your highest purpose, even when distractions and discomfort beckon. It is the force that carries you forward. When motivation fades, those who achieve greatness are not those who always feel inspired, but those who act with discipline, when inspiration is nowhere to be found. Walt Disney rejected by editors, fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination, and bankrupted. More than once he encountered failure, more than most. But what set Mr. Disney apart was not luck or genius alone. It was discipline. Day after day, he returned to his vision. He honed his craft. He refused to quit. With every setback, he became more resolute. His ability to discipline himself, to show up, to keep building, to focus on what mattered, gave the world characters and stories that transcend generations. His legacy is not merely creative brilliance, it is a triumph. Self-mastery. Self-discipline is the foundation upon which all other virtues stand. It governs your morning routines, your work ethic, your conversations, your spending habits, your ability to say no to what derails you, and yes to what builds you. It is the quiet force behind every successful person, shaping their days and fortifying their willpower. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. You may possess talent. You may have dreams, but without the discipline to nurture them, they will wither. Talent without discipline is like a seed, never watered. It holds promise, but never bears fruit. Every great achievement you admire was built, brick by brick, step by step, in the presence of this invisible force. Practice daily discipline in every area of your life. Train your mind to think constructively, not destructively. Discipline your habits, what you eat, how you speak when you wake, how you work. Discipline your emotions. Learn to respond with wisdom, not react with impulse. Discipline your focus. Eliminate distractions, and pour your energy into what truly matters. This practice is not glamorous. It is not always rewarding in the short term, but it builds something far more valuable than immediate pleasure. Character, and character is the soil in which enduring success takes root. Life will throw obstacles in your path. Emotions will rise. Fatigue will set in. Temptations will call, but those who master themselves will continue walking. They will persist through storms, rise after every fall, and keep building when others give up. Self-discipline is the bridge between your goals and their achievement, the quiet force that keeps you aligned with your mission. So begin with small acts. Wake a little earlier. Finish what you start. Seek with intention. Delay. Gratification. Push through resistance. These small, consistent victories forge the mental toughness required to chase big dreams. Master yourself first. Only then can you master your destiny. The disciplined mind becomes a powerful instrument, calm under pressure, focused under fire, and resolute in the face of doubt. This is not merely a trait, it is a way of life. Decide today to live with self-discipline, for it is through this inner mastery that you will unlock your greatest potential and move steadily, unshakably toward the life you are destined to create. Free Mastermind Alliance. True. Greatness is never achieved in isolation. Behind every towering success story lies a network of minds, hearts, and hands moving in harmony, while determination and self-discipline are crucial. They are often not enough on their own. The most successful individuals understand that to rise to the heights of achievement, they must build powerful alliances. Partnerships rooted in mutual respect, complementary strengths, and a shared vision. The journey of Andrew Carnegie exemplifies this. Truth born into poverty. Carnegie rose to become one of the wealthiest and most influential industrialists in history. But his success was not the result of solitary effort. He surrounded himself with intelligent, capable individuals and empowered them to excel. He understood the value of teamwork and made it a foundation of his empire. Mr. Carnegie famously said that he owed all his success to his ability to attract and collaborate with people more knowledgeable than himself in specific area. He did not fear sharing power. He embraced it as a way to multiply his impact. The principle is simple but profound. When minds meet in harmony, they create a force far greater than anyone. Mind alone, a mastermind. Alliance is more than a group of people working together. It is a unification of purpose, a synchronization of ideas, and a deep commitment to mutual progress. When you align with others who share your values and ambitions, something powerful begins to happen. Your blind spots are covered, your weaknesses are offset, your vision expands through the collective wisdom of the group to achieve. This one must first choose wisely. Do not build relationships merely based on convenience or familiarity. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, who inspire you to grow, who hold you accountable to your highest standards. Seek those who complement your strengths, not duplicate them. Diversity in thinking, background, and ability is not a weakness. It is an asset. Harmony does not require sameness. It requires shared purpose and mutual respect. The power of an alliance is not just in business or grand enterprises. It applies to every part of life. Whether you are building a company, nurturing a family, pursuing a creative endeavor, or striving for personal growth, you will go farther, faster, and with greater joy when you walk with others who believe in your journey. Start by identifying those whose values align with yours. Engage in conversations that matter. Share your vision and listen deeply to theirs. Build trust through transparency and reliability. Let every interaction be an investment in mutual success over time. These relationships become a fertile ground where ideas flourish and ambitions take flight. Collaboration is not about dependence, it is about synergy. It is the conscious act of joining forces, not because you lack strength, but because you recognize the exponential power of unity. Success is not a solo act. Even the most celebrated individuals stood on the shoulders of those who supported, challenged, and uplifted them. Create your own mastermind alliance. It doesn't need to be large, but it must be intentional. Meet regularly, share openly, plan strategically, support unconditionally, and most importantly, remain united in purpose. Remember, success shared is success magnified. In the presence of true collaboration, limitations are diminished, ideas are elevated, and action becomes more potent too. Together, you can accomplish what no individual could do alone. Forge relationships that matter, build alliances with purpose, and walk the path to greatness. Not alone, but in the company of those who elevate your journey, for in unity there is strength, and in strength there is the power to shape destinies, create legacies, and achieve greatness that endures. For going the extra mile, those who rise above the ordinary and carve a path of lasting success all possess one defining trait. They consistently go the extra mile. They do more than is expected, more than is required, more than what the average person is willing to do. It is this habit, this relentless commitment to exceeding expectations, that separates the extraordinary from the mediocre. Excellence is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. It is a conscious decision to not merely meet a standard, but to surpass it with consistency and purpose. This principle holds true across all fields and disciplines. Babe Ruth, the legendary baseball player, he wasn't content with just showing up to practice or meeting the basic demands of his role. He practiced relentlessly, refining every aspect of his game with a level of dedication that far exceeded what was required. His greatness was not solely in his natural ability, but in his willingness to do more than others would. Going the extra mile is not about seeking praise or recognition. It is about building character. It is about showing the world, and more importantly yourself, that you are committed to excellence in everything you do. This mindset transforms ordinary actions into extraordinary achievements. When you take on a task, don't ask what is the minimum I must do. Instead, ask how can I exceed what is expected. Those who go above and beyond cultivate a powerful reputation. They become known as reliable, driven, and invaluable opportunities. Find them, because excellence is magnetic when you consistently exceed expectations. People trust you, admire you, and want to work with you. Success in any endeavor becomes not just possible, but inevitable. This principle applies to every area of life in your career. Take initiative before it's asked. Solve problems no one else notices. Deliver work not only on time, but ahead of schedule, and with better quality than anticipated. In your relationships, listen more deeply, care more fully, and give more generously. In your personal growth, study longer, practice harder, and commit more fully than anyone expects of you. The habit of going the extra mile is not always easy. It demands more time, more effort, and more resilience. It often means pushing through fatigue, resisting the comfort of average, and striving for better when no one is watching. But those who embrace this habit gain far more than they sacrifice. They experience the deep satisfaction of knowing they gave their best. They grow faster, achieve more, and command greater respect. What many fail to realize is that hidden opportunities often lie just beyond the point of average effort. Those who only do what is required never discover them, but those who consistently go further open doors. They never imagine they unlock hidden potential within themselves and access networks, resources, and breakthroughs reserved for those who fully decide today to be a person who does more. If the task calls for one step, take two. If you're asked to deliver a result, add value in ways. No unexpected. Show up early, stay late, care deeply, serve selflessly. Let your actions declare that you are committed to a higher standard. Going the extra mile does not mean perfection. It means excellence through effort. It means being willing to do what others want, so you can experience what others never will. It is the path to distinction, the road to respect, and the bridge to your greatest achievements. Do more than expected, consistently, passionately, and without hesitation. In that extra effort lies your greatest power. And through it you will forge a reputation, a legacy, and a life marked by true greatness. 5. Controlled attention in a world overwhelmed by noise, alerts, and distractions. The rarest and most powerful asset one can possess is controlled attention. The ability to focus, to direct your energy and thoughts toward a single purpose without wavering, is what separates those who dream from those who achieve great success. Is not born from scattered efforts, but from a mind honed like a laser cutting through the clutter of life to concentrate on what truly matters. The most successful individuals in history have all mastered this art. They understood that focus is not merely a skill, it is a discipline, a daily practice that refines the mind and elevates performance. Among them stood Ernest Hemingway, one of the most influential writers of the 20th century. Mr. Hemingway's mastery of language was not solely due to talent, but to his profound commitment to the craft. He was known to write each day with unwavering dedication, often standing at his desk free from interruption, immersed fully in the world he was creating. Hemingway approached his work with a singular intensity. He knew that writing required more than inspiration. It demanded focus. Every sentence, every word was chosen with deliberate care. He tuned out the world to tune in to his purpose. This habit of deep work, of undistracted creation, became the foundation of his legacy. His success was not a result of chaotic genius, but of disciplined concentration. Focus, when controlled, becomes a force. Multiplier with it. An hour of work can yield the results of an entire day without it. Days are lost in scattered efforts, leaving us with little to show. Controlled attention allows you to move with clarity, to act with purpose, and to progress toward your goals without the detours caused by constant distractions. Begin by identifying what deserves your attention. Not everything urgent is important. Learn to distinguish the meaningful from the meaningless. Prioritize your goals and protect your time. Fiercely turn off distractions. Create environments that encourage focus. Practice mindfulness to bring your awareness back. When it drift, train yourself to enter deep work. States set clear intentions before you begin a task. Allocate blocks of uninterrupted time. Give your full self to the task at hand, not half. Your mind, not a distracted sliver, but all of you, let your concentration become complete. This is how masterpieces are written. Businesses are built and legacies are forged. Controlled attention is not about working harder. It's about working smarter. It's about putting your energy where it counts. A scattered mind produces scattered result, but a focused mind can achieve the extraordinary. Make focus a daily discipline. Each time you catch yourself drifting gently, bring your attention back. Each time you feel tempted by distraction, remind yourself of your greater purpose. Over time, this practice becomes habit, and this habit becomes your competitive edge. You don't need to do more. You need to be more present with what you choose to do. Controlled attention transforms ordinary effort into exceptional output. It is the silent force behind enduring success, the unseen engine that powers your productivity, creativity, and progress. Decide today to become a master of your attention. Guard it as you would your most valuable resource, because in the stillness of deep focus lies the potential to do your best work, to fulfill your highest calling, and to achieve the greatness you were meant 6 personal initiative. Great achievers never wait for opportunities to come knocking. They are not passive observers of life, hoping that luck or circumstances will. They favor them. Instead, they seize control of their destiny by cultivating one of the most powerful habits known to humankind, personal initiative. The willingness to act without being told, to begin without assurance of success, and to pursue vision without hesitation is what sets extraordinary individuals apart from the rest. Personal initiative is the fire that transforms dreams into reality. It is the spark that ignites progress, while others wait for permission or the right time. Those who embrace initiative move forward, carving paths where none existed. They understand that conditions will never be perfect and opportunities are not found. They are made. Ray Kroc, the visionary who transformed McDonald's from a modest restaurant into one of the most iconic brands in the world. Mr. Kroc was not the founder of McDonald's, but he saw potential where others saw limitation. But he took the initiative to propose a grander vision, to take both old action and to lead with conviction. He didn't wait to be invited. He acted decisively, reshaping the landscape of global business. His legacy is not simply about burgers and fries. It is about recognizing opportunity and having the courage to pursue it without waiting for permission. This is the essence of personal initiative, acting boldly, thinking creatively, and committing fully to a cause. Without waiting for someone else to lead the way, it requires courage, self-trust, and a deep sense of responsibility. Those who lead themselves rarely need to be led by others. Too many people hold back waiting for a perfect plan, ideal resources, or the right connections, but life rewards action, not hesitation. The truth is that initiative creates momentum, and momentum creates opportunity. Each bold step opens doors previously unseen. Each act of courage builds confidence and reveals new possibilities. When you take initiative, you are no longer a bystander in your own life. You become the architect of your future. To develop personal initiative, begin by identifying where you are, waiting unnecessarily. Where are you holding back, hoping someone else to make the first move, what have you? Delayed out of fear, doubt, or a desire for perfection. The moment you take even a small step forward, you reclaim your power. Start where you are with what you have. If you see a problem, become the solution. If you have a dream, pursue it today, not someday. If you see potential in yourself or others, act on it, speak up, step out, move forward. Initiative is not a single dramatic gesture. It is a consistent habit of proactive living. Make a habit of asking, what can I do right now? Then do it. Action is the antidote to fear and the foundation of all achievement. Each time you move without being told, each time you solve without complaint, each time you create without waiting, you strengthen your initiative. Muscle in great success story. Initiative is the silent driver. It is not always glamorous, but it is always powerful. It turns ordinary people into leaders, dreamers into doers, and ideas into achievement. It creates motion where there was once stillness, and progress where there was once paralysis. Decide today to stop waiting. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Don't wait for someone else to believe in you. Believe in to yourself. Take initiative and lead your life from the front. Your destiny belongs to the one moves forward with purpose, regardless of uncertainty. In the end, initiative is not just about doing more. It is about becoming more. It is about choosing to lead yourself into the future you desire with courage, clarity, and unstoppable resolve. 7. Resilience in adversity. Every successful person has walked through the fire of adversity. Hardship is not a stranger to those who achieve greatness. It is a companion on the journey. What sets high achievers Apart is not that they avoid setbacks, but how they respond to them. They do not crumble under pressure or surrender to failure. Instead, they rise, they bounce back stronger and wiser, shaped by the very challenges that could have broken them. Resilience is the hidden strength behind all enduring success. It is the capacity to recover quickly, to face difficulties head-on, and to remain steadfast in purpose. Even when everything seems to be falling apart, it is not about being unshakable. It is about being able to shake, to stumble, and still stand tall. Once more, few lives illustrate the power of resilience, more than that of Helen Keller, born both deaf and blind. She faced obstacles that would have seemed insurmountable to most, yet through the guidance of her dedicated teacher and her own unwavering spirit, she not only learned to communicate, but became a global voice for hope, education, and human potential. Helen Keller did not view her disabilities as the end of possibility. She saw them as the beginning of a profound mission. Her life reminds us that adversity is not the end of the road. It is the beginning of a different, often greater path to cultivate resilience. We must first change how we view setback. Instead of seeing them as permanent defeats, we must recognize them as temporary hurdles. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger, to become more resourceful, to sharpen our character and expand our capacity. It is in adversity that we find our true strength. Resilience requires emotional maturity. It means learning to stay calm in chaos, to find lessons in loss, and to trust that setbacks are not signals to quit, but invitations to dig deeper when something doesn't go your way. Ask yourself, what can I learn? How can I grow? What will I do differently? Next time this mindset transforms pain into power, it shifts the focus from victimhood to ownership. You may not control what happens to you, but you always control how you respond, and in that response lies your power. Practice resilience. In small ways every day when things don't go as planned, pause and reflect. Rather than react impulsively when disappointment strikes, give yourself space to feel, then stand up and move forward with intention. Each small act of bouncing back prepares you for the greater storms. Surround yourself with stories and people who remind you of what's possible. Helen Keller fuel your belief that you can rise above anything. Build habits that strengthen your mental and emotional endurance. Daily reflection, healthy routines, gratitude practices, and goal setting. These foundations help you stay grounded. When life tries to shake you, resilience does not mean avoiding emotion or pretending to be unaffected. It means facing life honestly, courageously, and consistently. It means falling and choosing to get up again and again. Every time you rise from failure, you gain not just another chance, but a deeper wisdom. You become more confident, more capable, and more unshakable. Life will test you. That is inevitable, but how you respond will define your legacy. So when adversity strikes, don't retreat. Stand tall. Look it in the eye, learn from it, grow through it. Let it forge in you a spirit that does not break, but bends with great and returns with greater force. Resilience is your greatest strength. Embrace setbacks courageously, using them as tools for deeper understanding, stronger resolve, and ultimate triumph. In the face of difficulty, choose to rise again and again. And let your story be one of unyielding perseverance and enduring success. Continuous learning. Be truly successful. Never stop learning. They understand that knowledge is not a destination, but a lifelong journey. It is not something to be acquired and stored, but something to be pursued, refined, and expanded, continuous in an ever-evolving world. The ability to learn, unlearn, and relearn is not just an asset, it is a necessity. Benjamin Franklin is a self-taught polymath. Mr. Franklin embodied the power of lifelong learning. He rose from humble beginnings to become a revered statesman, a prolific inventor, and a wise philosopher. His success did not stem from formal education alone, but from his insatiable curiosity. He read voraciously, experimented constantly, and never allowed his mind to stagnate. Franklin understood that each day presented a broader, new opportunity to grow wiser and more capable. His story reminds us that excellence is not reserved for those born into privilege or brilliance, but for those who are committed to continual self-improvement. Learning was not a phase of Franklin's life. It was the core of it, and through his relentless pursuit of knowledge, he contributed innovations, insights, and institutions that still shape our world. Today, commit yourself to the same principle. Become a student of life. Approach each day with a curious mind and an open heart. Read broadly, listen deeply, and question confidently. Seek out mentors, challenge assumptions, and never settle into the comfort of knowing enough. Lifelong learning keeps you agile and adaptable in a world of rapid change. Those who cling to outdated knowledge are left behind, but those who continue to evolve, who hunger for new understanding, remain at the forefront of progress. Learning fuels innovation. It equips you with the tools to adapt, to solve problems creatively, and to seize new opportunity. This pursuit is not limited to academic study. Learning is everywhere, in conversations, in failures, in reflection, in nature, and in everyday experience. Every mistake holds a lesson. Every challenge reveals a truth. Every success contains insights that can lead to even greater growth. To cultivate this habit, make learning a daily discipline. Dedicate time to read something valuable. Reflect on your experiences. Ask thoughtful questions. Keep a journal to capture insights and track growth. Attend lectures, watch documentaries, take courses, or simply engage in meaningful dialogue with others. Make it your mission to grow a little every day. Remain teachable. Arrogance is the enemy of growth. The moment you believe you have learned all there is to know, you begin to decline, but the humble learner continues to rise. Be willing to admit what you don't know. Seek feedback. Welcome correction. Let curiosity be your compass. The greatest minds in history were not just brilliant, they were curious. They remained students long after they became masters. They never stopped asking, exploring, and seeking, and in doing so, they stayed ahead of their time. Continuous learning also brings personal fulfillment. It keeps life vibrant and engaging. It broadens your perspective, deepens your understanding of the world, and sharpens your ability to contribute meaningfully. It is a source of joy, creativity, and confidence. So, embrace the identity of a lifelong learner. Let each book, conversation, and experience be a stepping stone on your path to mastery. Like Benjamin Franklin, use your curiosity as a compass, guiding you through new realms of thought and possibility. The mind, once stretched by a new idea, never returns to its original size. Each insight gained becomes part of your foundation for success. Keep stretching, keep growing, keep learning, for in the pursuit of knowledge lies the key to not only lasting achievement, but a life rich with purpose, possibility, and continuous transformation. Gratitude and humility. Gratitude and humility are the quiet forces that uphold all lasting success. While ambition and action may lead you to great heights, it is gratitude and humility that keep you grounded, focused, and connected to what truly matters. These two virtues are not signs of weakness or submission. They are signs of maturity, strength, and wisdom. In the rush to achieve it is easy to forget the role others have played in your journey. The mentors who guided you, the opportunities that opened when you least expected, the challenges that sharpened your character. None of these came from you alone. Acknowledging them through gratitude keeps your heart open and your spirit aligned with truth. Albert Schweitzer, the renowned physician, theologian, and humanitarian embodied these virtues throughout his life. Despite his extraordinary accomplishments and accolades, Mr. Schweitzer remained humble and deeply grateful for the privilege to serve others. He chose a life of simplicity and service, founding a hospital in Africa and dedicating his talents to improving the lives of those in need. He did not boast about his achievements. Instead, he recognized the sacred responsibility that came with him through his gratitude and humility. Schweitzer became not only respected but beloved. Gratitude is the practice of recognizing and appreciating the good in your life. It shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is present. It turns ordinary moments into treasures and setbacks into stepping stones. When you express gratitude to people, to circumstances, to life itself, you attract more of what you value. Gratitude invites abundance because it acknowledges abundance. Practice genuine gratitude daily. Take a moment each morning or evening to reflect on what you are thankful for. It could be a lesson learned, a kind word received, or simply the chance to try again. Say thank you more often. Express appreciation to those around you. Gratitude not only uplifts others, it elevates your own perspective. Humility, on the other hand, is the recognition that no matter how much you know, there is always more to learn. No matter how far you've come, there is still further to grow. Humility keeps your ego in check and your mind open. It fosters collaboration, encourages feedback, and sustains lifelong learning. The humble person is not self-deprecating, but self-aware. They do not pretend to have all the answers. Instead, they remain curious, teachable, and receptive. Humility allows you to lead without arrogance and achieve without losing yourself in the process. Victory often tests character more than failure. In moments of success, pride can tempt you to believe you did it all alone, but humility reminds you that every win is shared with mentors, teammates, family, and even the invisible hand of timing and grace. Staying humble in victory honors your journey. It honors those who helped you, and it prepares you to handle even greater responsibility with grace. In defeat, humility is equally powerful. It prevents bitterness and defensiveness. It allows you to accept mistakes, extract wisdom, and grow stronger. When paired with gratitude, even loss becomes valuable. You become resilient, not just because you bounce back, but because you carry forward the lessons with grace. Gratitude and humility are not seasonal attitudes. They are daily disciplines. They are choices you make in how you think, how you speak, and how you treat others. These virtues cultivate joy, deepen relationships, and build a character capable of sustaining true success. Embrace these qualities fully. Let gratitude be the lens through which you see the world, and let humility be the posture with which you walk. Through it together, they transform achievement into fulfillment and ambition into purpose. For in the end, it is not just what you accomplish that defines your legacy, but who you become in the process. Gratitude and humility will ensure that who you become is someone worthy of both success and chance. 10. Positive mental attitude. Attitude shapes reality. It is the lens through which we interpret our experiences, face our challenges, and approach our goals. The truly successful understand that life is not solely about what happens to us, but how we choose to respond. And at the heart of every enduring achievement is one common denominator: a positive mental attitude. A positive mental attitude does not ignore difficulties. It doesn't pretend that setbacks don't exist. Rather, it is the unshakable belief that challenges can be overcome, that every problem contains a solution, and that success is always possible for the one who believes and persists. Muhammad Ali, one of the greatest athletes and cultural icons of all time, exemplified the immense power of this principle long Before the world crowned him champion, Misnabur declared, "I am the greatest." These words were not arrogance, they were affirmation. Ali believed in his success so deeply, so consistently, that the world eventually caught up to his vision. He faced criticism, resistance, and seemingly impossible odds. But he never let negativity find a permanent place in his mind. His positive mental attitude became his armor, his fuel, and his compass. That same energy is available to each of us. The mind is fertile soil, and what you plant will grow when you plant seeds of positivity, thoughts of confidence, hope, resilience, and determination. You cultivate a mindset that is ready for greatness, but if you allow doubt, fear, or negativity to take root, they will choke your progress and poison your vision. Negativity breathes failure, it clouds judgment, narrows perception, and drains energy. But positivity opens doors. It expands your awareness, fuels creativity, and attracts opportunity. When you focus your thoughts on solutions rather than problems, on growth rather than defeat, you begin to shift not only your attitude, but also your outcomes. Your attitude determines your altitude. No matter how skilled or talented you may be, without the right mindset, success will always remain just out of reach. But with a positive attitude, even average ability can achieve extraordinary things. Begin cultivating this habit by becoming aware of your inner dialogue. Listen to the thoughts you entertain. Are they building you up or tearing you down? Replace every negative thought with a positive affirmation of your potential. Remind yourself daily that you are capable, resilient, and destined for greatness. Surround yourself with positivity. Read uplifting books, engage in inspiring conversations, and spend time with people who encourage and believe in you. Protect your environment, both internal and external, from negativity. Your mindset is precious. Guard it fiercely when faced with challenges. Train your mind to respond with optimism. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this, or how can this make me stronger? This shift in perspective doesn't eliminate hardship, but it gives you the strength to endure and emerge. Victorious success is not just about skill, it's about spirit. It's about facing the world each day with the courage to believe in what is possible. A positive mental attitude fuels persistence, invites opportunity, and makes the impossible seem inevitable. Embrace this truth. The attitude you carry into each moment becomes the reality you experience. Make it a habit to see the good, believe in the best, and expect great things. The more you affirm your potential and visualize your success, the more the world aligns with your vision in the journey to lasting success. A positive attitude is your greatest ally. It will push you when you feel like quitting. It will lift you when circumstances try to pull you down. It will sharpen your focus and broaden your possibilities. Choose to believe. Choose to hope. Choose to carry within you a mindset so powerful, so unwavering that nothing can shake. That is the mindset of champions. That is the mindset of success. Now, take action today. Adopt these habits and shape your destiny. Your journey to extraordinary success begins now. It's in these moments that transformation becomes inevitable and lasting. Thank you for listening, and subscribe, comment on the channel.